Hey guys, back in the basement again for another sports recap as well as a GIST NFL. Guys, I know you guys who are fantasy football fans out there, fantasy football players, fantasy football fanatics. Let's call it what it is, fantasy football fanatics. With that being said, I'm just trying to help you out today. And part of me helping out is the waiver wire moves that we need to use, be looking to do, looking to make. It needs to happen, guys. You got to stay on that waiver wire. If you don't stay on the waiver wire, buddy, you're going to lose. You're not going to win. You win your league from the waiver wire. Let's keep it honest. You made got in your draft and felt like you had a good draft, and so far the guys you drafted are just not cutting the mustard. So now you got to hit the free agency market. Now you got to hit the waiver wire, and now you got to make some moves. Or maybe you have some injuries. Injury bugs is always going to be out there every week in, week out. It's going to happen. But with that being said, let me help you out on a few positions. Let your man Hink help you out on a few positions. And some of the positions I'm going to help you with, let's start with the most important position, and that's the quarterback position. So, guys, if you got these guys on the waiver wire, you may want to put a bid in. If you're in an auction league, you may want to put a little change on the line to get them. I'm just saying. With that being said, let's go. So, the first quarterback, in my opinion, that I would probably look at, if he's available, is Justin Fields. That guy balled out on Sunday against against his old team. They didn't win, but he did produce. And that's what you need in fantasy football. You need guys who you know is going to produce. And with that being said, why not go put a bid in on Justin Fields? Why not see where you're at in the waivers category and on Justin Fields if he's available? Now, if he's not, then you got to make you got to call an audible, huh? So with that all being said, you might want to also look at Daniel Jones from the Colts, who also had a productive day. Now, I know y'all saying, hold on, you mean the same Daniel Jones that played for the New York Giants? Yeah, that same Daniel Jones. Guys, I know it's weird, but sometimes, man, you get to a new team, you start producing. You hear a new voice, you start producing. So maybe this is what's happening to Daniel Jones. This is his 13 now. I don't know if you guys, he was with he started off with the Giants, was played a year with the Vikings as a backup, and now he's with the Colts. Maybe that's what's going to help him. Maybe that's what's going to help. I don't know. But these are some possible quarterbacks you could probably look at. Now let's move on to the running back. Dalen Sampson. So he's a running back from the Cleveland Browns. Might want to take a look at him. Trey Benson, another running back. He also plays for the Arizona Cardinals. Quentin Johnson plays for the Georgia. I mean, that's a wide receiver, but, some players you just need to be looking out for. Let's go with some more. Ja'Cory Martin from the Commanders, another possibility. Javonte Williams, a backup running back for the Cowboys. He's going to get some run. Please believe he's going to get some run. Another one that's maybe Kenneth Gainwell, so former Philadelphia Eagle. He plays with the Steelers now. Now, more than likely, this guy's probably already been drafted. There's no way he shouldn't have been, but if for some reason he's out there, Braylon Allen, backup running back for the New York Jets. That's another possibility. Look, guys, I know that I named the two questionable quarterbacks. How about a quarterback that used to be probably one of your most outstanding players? He's definitely was a former MVP, and that's Aaron Rodgers. He did well against the Jets and won against his former team. So if he's out there, maybe available, check him out. Michael Penix Jr., another one, guy from the quarterback from the Falcons. I'm just naming off a few guys, man, at a few positions, man, that could probably help you win your fantasy league, or at least if your starting quarterback or your starting running back is in a pinch, he's hurt, he's going to be out a couple weeks or two, whatever the case may be. Maybe these guys could probably help you. But let's keep it moving. Let's look at another position that could probably help you as well. And then, hey, if you know anything about the wide receiver position, there's been some already either suspended or hurt. So guys are getting desperate. You got to do what you got to do. And so you might want to look at a couple of these guys. So Keyshawn, I think his name is pronounced Boutte from the Patriots, wide receiver. Like I said, Quentin Johnson, the Chargers. He used to play for TCU back in the day. I remember that. But he had some hand problems. But Maybe he's over that now. I don't know. Calvin Austin from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hollywood Brown. We all know Xavier Worthy may be out a couple weeks with the shoulder. We all know your boy Rice is out due to suspension. Why not look at him? It's a possibility. Cedric Tillman. Now, he got drafted in a lot of leagues I'm in. But some of them guys may be slipping, huh? They may have had too much beers while they drafted and they let them slide all the way too, and you could probably pick them up in the free agency. Put a bid in on them. Put some money on them. Whatever you got to do to get them, do it. Old man, Keenan Allen, a blast from the past, a former San Diego Charger, went to Chicago Bears for one season, and now he's back with the Los Angeles Chargers. Possible he may be out there. He may be undrafted. Put a bid in on him. You never know. You never know. You know, those are just a few names as far as the wide receiver position. But you also may need to look at the tight end position. Now, guys, I look at it like this, man. If you're not getting the top 3 or 4 tight ends, these other tight ends are dime a dozen. And I ain't gonna lie. The tight ends I'm about to name are dime a dozen. I'm more than likely probably didn't even get a look to get drafted. But if they out there, put a bid in on them. See where you are on the waiver wire claim. Put a claim in on them. You got to do what you got to do to make your team better. If you want to win, you got to stay in that waiver wire regardless. And I don't also just stay in the waiver wire just because to help your team, the better team. Find out who's slipping or who's panicking, who's making an early jump at dropping players. Make sure you watch the waiver right there. Even if you're not planning on picking up none on free because you don't think they're good enough. They got to drop somebody. So they mess around, drop a GM. You go out there, pick them up, and you may be benefiting. I did it a couple times during my seasons. I'm just saying. Let's keep it going. We're going to finish it up with the tight end position. So the first tight end that I seen a lot of people's putting a bid in is Juwan Johnson, tight end from the New Orleans Saints. You know, hit and miss. I ain't going to say he's a productive tight end, but he's hit and miss. Jack Tonks is another tight end. Michael Myers from the Raiders. That's a great pickup, man. Let me say this. I got Brock Bowers, and so I may be looking to add him until Brock Bowers comes back. If he misses the game, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, I'm hoping he doesn't miss in the games, but it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So he banged his knee. I don't know, but guess what? His backup is Michael Myers. No, not the Michael Myers is out here killing people on Halloween or deleting people on Halloween, but a different Michael Myers, one who used to play at the University of Notre Dame. I'm just saying. Definitely make put a bid in for him. Fannin from the Cleveland Browns is another tight end option. So, guys, I just gave you a few guys you might want to definitely look into as possible free agents, as possible pickups, possible guys you might want to put in. I just put it on your bench and just let them marinate a little bit because you never know. Something may pop for them, and they may continue. Or this could be a one-week thing, and they all of a sudden fall back to the rest of the crowd with the rest of the fray of the other non-worthy players. I'm just saying, you never know. But with that being said, good luck this week. Hopefully you win. Other than that, I'll catch you on the next one. Right on.